1-855-308-0195 पे कॉल करें. That's 1-855-308-0195.
Top of the morning, Bay, with Good Morning Bay.
Get to know about the traffic on your way and what's news around the world today.
Some wisdom skills along the way.
Oh, and a song to hum along with and sway.
Get your perfect entertaining start to the day.
At 9 a.m. every weekday morning with
Mahima's
Good Morning Bay.
Good morning, Bay. आप सभी लोगों तरफ से एक प्यार भरा नमस्ते,
नमस्कार,
वनकम,
नमस्कार,
खुशामदीद,
सलामकुम,
सत श्री अकाल,
మీకందరికీ వందనము,
जय स्वामी नारायण,
जय श्री कृष्ण,
जय जनेन्द्र,
हमारे इस्माइली भाई बंधुओं को बोलते या अली मदद,
मौला अली मदद बोलते सारे फीजे मतलब के नीसा बुला बनजान. हम आगे हैं आपके प्यारे महिमा के द्वारे myself फालतू बाबा
and of course myself फालतू रानी लेकर आपके लिए एक और drive time show that's gonna make it totally exciting and totally मस्तानी बन
Can you
जाने.
imagine फालतू रानी already is like the 3rd of December. मतलब देखते देखते मतलब 1 week is gone. The first week of December is poof, disappeared for us.
Disappeared, that's true.
Yeah, but my goodness. Anyway, but I hope you guys actually are, making the most of this particular days. Something which is really scary right now, Bajan, we'll probably share with you guys on the news updates for sure, is the fact that Omicron is actually cropping up in different places in the US and also in India. India ke baare mein aur jankari denge aapko in the national news for sure, because couple of cases in Karnataka already has been identified as 3 individuals already have been diagnosed with Omicron virus, so there in Karnataka, Bajan. So we'll see what's happening. We'll give you some updates as well. If you've not got your booster shots, I would advise please go ahead and do it, because what the claim is the fact that booster shots are pretty effective when it comes to fighting the Omicron as well, or at least the resilience you will have to fight the Omicron virus, what they're saying, Manajam. And so if you really want to know about vaccination, if you're a person who doesn't believe in vaccination, you want to learn more about it, Google and find out as is. We shared with you guys a Good Morning Bay 2 days ago that the word vaccine has been the most searched word according to Webster, Manajam. And right now a quick look at what's happening in roads. If you really want to know what's happening in roads, here's the thing. Friday को generally ट्रैफिक लाइट होती है, लेकिन आज मौसम ही कुछ ऐसा है बर्जन. सो आई होप यू स्टेइंग हेल्दी. सो क्विक लुक एट व्हाट्स हैपनिंग इन द रोड्स. रास्ते का हाल आपको हम देते हैं सस्ते में.
It's time for the Bandu Traffic Update. Call us from wherever you are at 408-912-2479.
Yeah, Banjan, air quality is not so good as what they're reporting, but I'll tell you one thing, Banjan, it's cloudy right now, but cloudy will totally change soon, because by noon probably all the clouds are going to be burn out and we're going to have a sunny afternoon, but these clouds are going to stay. Probably it's going to be kind of cloudy and misty and foggy probably tomorrow and the day after, into the weekend actually, and we probably will have, I don't know, chances of rain I guess on Monday, but it's really cloudy on Monday for sure. But abhi ke liye to clouds are in the, we can expect them to come pretty much right now, Jam. And aage badhte hain, let's see, traffic wise, we look at San Jose is reporting a traffic hazard on 87 southbound north of the Park Avenue, watch out for that. And similarly, a traffic hazard reported on 880 northbound south of Mission Boulevard. So if you're in that region, probably watch out for these hazards. But the good news is there's not much of congestion on the roads. The roads are looking pretty much like how it was during the COVID time. Yes, Panjab. We're not out of the COVID time still. Just remember, we actually went into the sheltering place last year. So almost 1.5 years we've been sheltered. And then we came out of sheltering, and then now we have people not vaccinating and everything. And it is still there. It's not gone. And some of the experts had told us when the COVID came in existence, saying that no, we're going to live with this virus forever. It seems that way because the virus is mutating into something more I should say ghastly. The Omicron, which actually is coming up to be it's even more, it's more contagious is what they say. उसके बारे में जानकारी आपको और मिलेगी बल्कि. लेकिन अभी के लिए let's go quick take a look at what's happening with the news. Faltwani, अभी at times she gets the news and everything, but let me tell you one thing. ये जो आप सुन रहे हैं comes to you Monday to Friday right here on your favorite network, Radio Hotties Bundujan. You can listen to us anywhere in the world, कहीं पे भी हो, जहाँ पे भी हो, आप हमें सुन सकते हो. If you're actually watching a video on Facebook, wonderful. Thank you so much for that. You can post something on there for sure. We'll be happy to respond to those things. But we also have a YouTube channel where we go live. Yeah, this show goes live on YouTube as well. So check it out. It's a quick 15-20 minutes information of what's happening with the news around the world. Not only around the world, in the US as well. So if you want us to focus on certain areas of where you are, you can actually send us a message here for sure. And how do we source the news? We actually have representatives of different parts of the world who actually are sharing news with us, and we actually share with you guys. And of course, we also are affiliated with the news agencies over here as well. So जो भी हम देते हैं आपको उसका links hybrid whatever you find on the website mediamahima.com. लेकिन अभी के लिए फालतू नहीं. Ready the news?
Yes, absolutely, Altu Baba.
Let's go.
A WHO scientist is urging people not to panic over Omicron, even as Omicron cases are spiking all across Europe and all across Africa. In fact, in South Africa, the cases went from just a little over 300 infections a day to 11,000 cases a day. Although people are saying that there are only milder symptoms that are being exhibited by patients, it is still a very, very transmissible variant of the COVID-19 virus. But the WHO's chief scientist on Friday urged people not to panic over the emergence of the Omicron coronavirus variant and said that it was too early to say if vaccines would now need to be reworked. Parents of the Michigan teen, remember the one who went around shooting his classmates, have been charged with manslaughter. Prosecutors filed involuntary manslaughter charges on Friday against the parents of the Michigan teenager whose authorities say fatally shot 4 of his classmates at school earlier this week. In fact, they are saying that the parents were aware, and the parents brought the gun into the house, and they should have been more careful. So the prosecutor is saying that their actions went far beyond negligence. Jennifer and James Crumbley were charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. Under Michigan law, an involuntary manslaughter charge can be pursued if prosecutors believe someone contributed to a situation where harm or death was high. If convicted, they could face up to 15 years in prison. Gun ownership is a right, and with that right comes a great responsibility, Oakland County Prosecutor Karen McDonald said Friday at a news conference announcing these charges. McDonald said that the parents were the only individuals in the position to know the access to the weapons. She said the gun used in the shooting seems to have been just freely available to the individual who actually used it. In the U.S. State Department, there is something disconcerting that's coming out, that U.S. State Department phones have been hacked with Israeli-based and software. So Apple Inc. iPhones of at least 9 U.S. State Department employees were hacked by an unknown assailant using sophisticated spyware developed by the Israel-based NSO group, according to 4 people familiar with the matter. The U.S. labor market is tightening despite moderate November job gains. Non-farm payrolls increased 210,000 in November. Unemployment rate falls to 4.2% from 4.6%, and average hourly earnings were up 0.3%. The work week rose to about 34.8 hours. U.S. government could miss payments as soon as December 21st, says a think tank. The bipartisan think tank warned on Friday the U.S. government could start missing payments on its bills as soon as December 31st if Congress failed to raise the debt limit, as top Democrats and Republicans sought a path around such a financial calamity. In local news, Banajan, let us tell you that California coastal areas are going to start seeing astronomically high tides. Will experience unusually high tides and possibly minor flooding in some areas through Sunday morning, the National Weather Service said. Astronomical tides, also known as king tides, will occur each morning, followed by very low tides hours later each afternoon. The Weather Service said the peak will be on Saturday. The coastal flood advisories were issued for low-lying areas of San Francisco Bay shoreline and Humboldt Bay on the north coast. In Southern California, beach hazards advisory was issued for portions of the coast along Los Angeles, Ventura, Santa Barbara, and San Luis Obispo counties, but no significant damage was expected. San Jose PD is investigating a smash-and-grab robbery again at Eastridge Mall as a state action looms. This is the latest in a series of organized Bay Area retail thefts that have now prompted action from the state's Attorney General. 4 masked people entered the quick-service jewelry design family-owned store inside the mall, smashed display cases with hammers, and took several items.
Wow, with the mall cops there.
Yeah. The thieves got away with $70,000 worth of jewelry in just 12 seconds and then fled on foot towards the parking lot before officers arrived, police said. The latest smash and grab comes as California Attorney General Rob Bonta on Friday was set to announce a major update on organized retail theft in the Bay Area during a 1 p.m. news conference in San Mateo County. The San Jose smash and grab follows several similar retail robberies that have occurred across the Bay Area over the past few weeks. Police officers and security guards continue to increase patrols at most shopping centers, including the Great Mall at Milpitas, which is supposed to be the target of a lot of these things.
Here's my conspiracy theory on this, Faltwani.
Uh-huh.
Seems like insurance scam.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
70,000. Insurance will pay them at least 100,000.
Wow.
People aren't buying stuff nowadays, right? That's why. So, best way to get the money back is get money back for the insurance agencies.
Altu Baba, please. I don't think anybody is going to go through that hassle. In fact, this recently happened. I don't know if you're familiar. These nail and hair salons.
Yeah.
A lady right down here, one of my nail salon places, right? She actually had somebody drove into her shop. Took a car and drove into her shop, broke into her shop and tried to find money and took items and left. There wasn't really a lot. The cash box was, she empties her cash box every day, but she was saying that it basically is, all the damage that it caused, and insurance doesn't, reimburse you right away. It takes a lot of time before you.
But insurance does reimburse you.
Oh.
Hey, think about it. Businesses have been suffering for the past so many months, right?
Okay.
They need to make some money somewhere, right? They know the state is not supporting them any which way, right? Everybody, all the big guys are able to get whatever money they can steal from the taxpayers' money.
Yeah.
Right? So obviously the small guy has to think of something.
Well, that's a conspiracy theory. I don't know how much truth there is to it, but that is what you call Altu Gyan right here on Good Morning Vaibhav, and that is our Altu Baba who's bringing you that.
That's my conspiracy theory. That's it.
Yes.
Banta, if you're listening to us, go do it. Check it out.
Parts of drought-stricken California may get some rain next week, forecasters said on Friday. A weak weather system passing through Monday and early Tuesday will bring chances of rain to the northern end of Central Valley and over the mountains, Sacramento National Weather Service office said. After a return of high pressure, another system is expected to move in on Thursday, bringing a better chance of precipitation to that region. And Google workers in the United States won't be returning to the office as expected on January 10. Google Security VP Chris Racco sent a company-wide email Thursday saying that Google will not require employees to return to offices as of Jan 10th as expected. The company still encourages them to come into the office where conditions allow to build muscle memory. Google has postponed its return to office date several times during the COVID-19 pandemic, but they will not be requiring their employees to return to offices as early as Jan 10th. The company's security VP, Chris Racco, wrote in an email to full-time employees that it will wait until the new year when offices can safely return to a stable long-term working environment, and none of the U.S. locations will adopt the hybrid working mandate as of Jan 10th, which was planned before. A Mountain View community is extremely concerned now after a dramatic spike in cases 2 weeks ago. The number of COVID-positive people in Santa Clara County jail system also has dropped dramatically. This because many inmates have been released before serving out their full sentence in order to mitigate their crisis. The county is now leasing a hotel in a busy Mountain View area to house people who have coronavirus but need to quarantine and have nowhere else to do it. The residents can also be people who have been exposed to the virus. Now, NBC Bay Area found that some of these inmates have also stayed there apparently. These are people who were very close within 1 or 2 months of serving out their term, Dr. Jeff Smith, the Santa Clara County executive. And in world news, Banajan, let us tell you that there is a major offensive that Russia is planning, according to sources, and President Joe Biden is actually is putting together a comprehensive plan to deal with this Russia-Ukraine crisis. They're saying that President Joe Biden is putting together a set of comprehensive initiatives aimed at making it difficult for Russian President Vladimir Putin to move against Ukraine. And in Europe has surpassed 75 million COVID-19 cases amid the spread of the Omicron variant at a time when hospitals in some counties are already strained by the current surge. And in news from India, let us tell you, Bandhujan, that the center and the states are gearing up for the Omicron challenge in India. Vaccines are working against the Delta variant, so they're still keeping their eye on getting more and more people vaccinated. And also in the BCCI is set to clear the Indian team's travel to South Africa. And finally, in some Bollywood news, let's tell you that Kangana Ranaut is now saying that a mob apparently attacked her car in Punjab.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What is she doing in Punjab, though?
I have no idea. So, what she's doing there. And, in keeping with the Indian American news item, Bandhujan, apparently there are major issues in Vice President Kamala Harris's office.
Yeah, people are quitting on her. I don't know why.
Yeah, they're saying that there's reports of dysfunction in her office, and there are many people who are exiting her office. Kamala Harris's chief spokeswoman, Simone Sanders, May 2020 book is titled "No, You Shut Up." In Washington, D.C. political salons, word is that that clapback illustrates a dysfunction in the vice president's office. Sanders on Thursday became the second person in Harris's team to announce her departure from the vice president's office even before she completes a year in office. Harris's communications chief, Ashley Etienne, announced in November that she's leaving. At least 2 more departures are expected before the end of this year. Burnout, better opportunities, and concern about being permanently branded a Harris person is driving some of the turnover, the journal Axios, which assessed Sanders' exit, said in an article that piled on top of numerous reports, even in the liberal media, highlighting troubles in the vice president's office.
Wonderful.
So,
Wonderful. Just as we thought, right?
Yeah.
Imagine what would have happened if she was the president.
I don't know. They would have said, oh, everybody's quitting and this is happening and that is happening. This is an issue now. Why? Because she's a woman.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
next term she probably would run for office, or Obama, or they're setting up the stage for Obama. You know what? You don't know. Michelle Obama is going to be getting into politics.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she probably be the next person who's going to be. If Joe does not contest again, she'll come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we have time for on this morning's Good Morning Bay. We have a Ganika Kira that our Aldubaba has lined up for your listening pleasure. Now, if you're wondering what the Ganika Kira is, well, Badhujan, this is a song that is your earworm for the day. So if you like to listen to good music, here is a Gana from the movie Phantom. Preetam's music direction. Sung by
Asrar Saeed.
मकतूल जिगर आतिल है नजर एक माह जबी एक नूर
We'll
नगी
see you tonight live at 5 on the Pam Pam Show. Banachan, have yourselves a fantastic Friday.
गोली इलाही अफगान जलेबी माशूक फरेबी घायल है तेरा दीवाना भैया भैया बंदूक दिखा के क्या प्यार करेगी चेहरा भी कभी दिखाना भैया भैया अफगान जलेबी माशूक फरेबी घायल है तेरा दीवाना भैया भैया बंदूक दिखा दिखा के क्या प्यार करेगी चेहरा भी कभी दिखाना भैया भैया
Hi guys, this is Shraddha. Radio the hot at the entertainment gets hotter.